Hot flashes, big moves, zero apologies. This is the Hot Flash Harmony Podcast. Let's do like Salt and Pepper would say. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Today we're going to have the conversation about sex, intimacy, and menopause. Why do we skip this conversation? Why do you not feel comfortable having this conversation with your medical professional? Why do we, in our latter years, in our 40s, 50s, 60s, avoid this conversation? Whether it's talking about it to jazz it up or talking about it because it's not where it needs to be, especially in a sister group. We are women who have lived and experienced a lot of things. Why do we avoid this conversation like it's unnecessary? Because the truth of the matter is, and I'm going to talk about it in a later conversation, but the fact of having sex, intercourse, being intimate, having connectedness is important to our aging process. What is actually happening during perimenopause and menopause as it relates to intimacy, sex, connectedness, sensuality? One of the things, and I'm only going to talk maybe about one or two things, is the hormonal shift, right? So you're having a hormonal fluctuation with your estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, other things, cortisol, different neurotransmitters in your brain. I am not going to teach a biology lesson. However, I want you to recognize there is a biological impact that is taking place. It is not your imagination. It is an actual physical process that is going on, and it's up to you. Every woman experiences different things, but you need to speak to your medical professional, get information, and find a solution that helps you. And you know what I just thought about? I've not introduced myself. Hey, I'm Myra, the Menopause Wellness Coach. I am here to help the hotties to navigate menopause as it relates to confidence, intimacy, and cognition. And I use a holistic approach, and I focus on 6 areas of wellness: physical, spiritual, social, emotional, intellectual, and occupational wellness. Those areas are interconnected and impact you on a myriad of different levels. So that is who I am. I'm giving you research-backed and practical information and insight. All right. Hormones. Let's rewind this. Let's go back to hormones. You have again, myriad of hormones and neurotransmitters that are taking place. So what you're feeling is definitely a biological situation. During that biological situation, you're going to experience things such as low libido, vaginal dryness, frequent urination, tissue thinning in your vaginal area, and it's going to result in discomfort during sex. There are remedies and ways to navigate that, but it's more than just, I'm sorry, there's a hair on this microphone and it's bothering me. Okay, my bad. I lost my train of thought that quickly. However, what we're talking about is, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's normalize it. This is a biological process. You're not broken. You are where you are actually supposed to be at this time of your life. So you, as a menopause hottie, perimenopause, please avoid suffering in silence. You have a community. You have me, Myra, the Menopause Wellness Coach. So I've talked about biological changes that have taken place. There are also emotional changes. You start to feel as you begin to age, because a lot of us are either gaining weight, and believe it or not, there are people who are losing weight as they go into perimenopause and menopause. You may have decreased muscle tone, you start having joint pain, so you start feeling less desirable, less seen. We've talked about that, especially in the wellness menopause, in the occupational wellness scene, is because you start to feel like, oh, I'm aging out of this, my work population. So you start to feel less seen at work or in other areas. So you start to feel less seen even as a woman, as a desirable woman. So the emotional piece that changes is it begins to be psychological. It begins to be um, more of a emotional deprivation that is caused. Please understand, you are not the only one. I encourage you, your self-image, your self-worth, all of those things are so vitally important during this time because you have a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of experience. You have to learn self image is who you see yourself as. Who do you see yourself as? I see me as a vivacious, and and this is part of my tagline, I'm enjoying my scintillating second half. I see myself as a curvaceous black woman, beautiful skin, um, all the things. I'm very intelligent. I like me. So, because I like me, it exudes and it sends off a vibration to others as she likes her. I'm going to like her too. And so there's a vibrational aspect. We are energy beings. So when you put off the energy of, I like me, I'm sexy to myself, um, I shimmy when I walk. One of the things, and let me talk about really quickly, intimacy, sex, connectedness, all of those things are different, but they go together. Intimacy is closeness, it is the perception of the sensual, sexual part of who you are. So I see me, I'm a sexual being. And because I know that about myself, I am intimate with myself. I have gadgets and gadgets around that help me to be intimate with myself. Sex is the physical act that you're having with your partner. And then connectedness is just that closeness, just that I have some type of relational proximity. We have things in common, connectedness. All of those things come into play. And you can have one without the other if that's your choice. I know me, I like to have them all. My man is my friend, he is my buddy. We giggle and laugh with each other. We connect with each other. We are friends. We are intimate with each other. We will just rub on each other at times. So we have a very good sexual relationship. So you have to see what it is that works for you and your partner, or by yourself. You can do good by yourself. Understand, this is a good time to reclaim your sexuality, your sensuality. Own it in your own terms. And again, I said earlier, this part of who you are is also important to the aging process. I don't want to really spend a lot of time here, but an active sex life, intimacy, O's, they help with anxiety, sleep, burning calories. Yes. So all I'm going to say is there are benefits to having a sex life. I'm going to hit one more area, and I want you to understand this. If you're not feeling sensual or sexual or intimate right now, please Avoid suffering in silence. See a medical professional. Speak to a sexologist. Join my community. You have choices and options because you there is so much research. There are so many options and opportunities out here for one to navigate and be the best you that you can be. There are medical options. There are natural options. I'm a natural girly, so I'm going to use me some coconut oil. I'm going to use different lubes. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to drink lots of water. I'm going to eat yogurt, probiotics, and prebiotics. I'm going to eat food that my body reacts to positively, that helps me in the area of my cooch, my vaginal area. So I think I might do a live and we can just have the conversation interactively. I think that's what I might do. I'm thinking. I think that's what I might do. Lifestyle factors that impact also your libido, your desire, your sense of self. Movement. Are you exercising? Are you taking walks? Are you going to swim like water aerobics? Do you lift weights? And I don't know how many other ways to say it. Hotties, we have to build muscle tone. We have to lift weights. We have to do strength training as we age because our body, because of the hormone depletion, we're losing muscle tone. So, weights. I would like to say we need to also reduce stress. I wish there were a way to eliminate stress altogether. However, and you know your environment, reduce stress as much as possible. Sleep. Your girl sleeps. I don't have any problem sleeping. Eat foods that your body agrees with. Prebiotics, probiotics, lots of water, coconut water. It doesn't matter. Water. Reframe your mindset. Intimacy in this season is actually better than what you've had probably in years past. Again, you've learned some things. You see some things that you like. You've done some things that you like. So I promise you, it is better in this season. You are more self-aware. You are less performative. Less performative, less performative. You're honest at this point. So give yourself permission to define what intimacy and sex looks like for you in this season. So as I close, because again, this could be the longest conversation ever. However, I have it broken up into different parts. So we're going to have this conversation a little bit more later. It takes courage to affirm all of you, your physical, your spiritual, your social, emotional, intellectual, occupational, all of you. It takes courage to affirm all of your parts. And I encourage you to do that today. That is one of the first steps to taking back your purpose, your perspective, your ability to be intimate, again, not just with yourself, but with your mate, with your partner, and to engage in healthy, fun, enjoyable sex. There is no expiration date to this. I remember my granddad and his wife having a conversation, and I wanted to gouge my eardrums out about being intimate with each other. I thought I would throw up. However, I'm glad that they were still intimate into their senior years. And that was so beautiful. I didn't think it at the time. However, because I promise you I wanted to throw up. It is a good place to be. So as you understand that this is your season to be intimate and sexual and all the things. If you have questions, comments, concerns, please engage with this podcast. Like, comment, share, because if you're here, you know someone else who needs to be here. Again, I'm Myra, the Menopause Wellness Coach. I have a website, myrainmotion.com, myrainmotion.com. Or you can email me at hello@myrainmotion.com. I'm on the socials. As I get ready to sign off, I want you to also get prepared for this is episode 3. So episode number 4 is coming up. It's going to be about cognition. Your brain is not broken. It is simply reorganizing. So I'm going to tell you this, and I'm not going to say another word about another benefit of sex, intimacy, and the big O. It clears the fog. It does. It clears the fog. So with that being said, I have said the word so many times. I'm going to have a script, I think. Never mind. Moving on. Bodies stay in motion. You are entering the best season ever. And remember, the flash is temporary. The power is permanent. See you next time. Peace.